Hi guys, welcome back to the Astrology. Today we are going to be doing our monthly reading for the month of March, and in this reading you can watch the video both from a Libra rising or ascendant perspective as well as from Libra moon perspective. Now, of course, if you are watching this video from a Libra moon perspective, you have to understand that the connotation that you derive out of this video, it is going to be more from the significances of your emotional aspects, your mental aspects, your mental well-being. Whilst from a Libra ascendant or rising perspective, you can watch this video to derive significances in terms of your physical realizations, manifestations that are going to persuade in reality for you. So, my recommendation will be depending on your rising and your moon sign, watch videos from both perspectives. Say, if you are a Libra rising, this works, and you are a Scorpio moon, then go ahead and watch the Scorpio video as well. All right. So, without further ado, guys, let's jump start into the video and understand what does these planets communicate for you for the month of March. So guys, as you guys can see on your screen here, there is a flurry of planets that are coming into your sixth house itself. Your Lagna Lord, which has been in exaltation for a while, and it is going to be there in your sixth house in conjunction with Rahu for 110 days, as I had called out right from January, is currently in retrogression. Now, retrogression of the Lagna Lord means that there is going to be a lot of intent from your perspective. You are going to try and shake things off, make a lot of things happen for you, but you could end up face some sort of frustration. And whilst you are facing this frustration, you might have a tendency of dropping the ball. You might not want to pursue things further, but I will urge you folks that please be patient, because the same loving Lord of yours is going to deliver the results that you anticipate. It's just that he has this high chase trouble, yet he needs some time to deliver on it. Remember, this multi-planetary combination is happening in your sixth house. Mercury is already in its sign of debilitation. And on 14th of March, this Mercury is going to get retrograde as well. So you will have a retrograded Rahu, Venus, and Mercury sitting in your sixth, while retrograded Ketu is, of course, sitting in your 12th. Sun and Saturn are forming a strong conjunction in your fifth house. And Saturn, which is a Yoga Karaka planet for you guys, it's getting combusted at this point in time. Yes, it's a Raj Yoga to have that combination in trine for you folks, but at the same time, things might not be shaping the day way you would be desired. And the sun will be moving into that multi-planetary conjunction in your sixth house from 14th of March itself, getting close to a retrograded Mercury. Jupiter is in your eighth, while Mars is in your ninth. Now, what does that Saturn combustion mean for you in conjunction with Sun in the fifth house? First and foremost, you might find some issues with respect to your health. You could find challenges with respect to headache, eyesight related problems. Something or the other could be bothering you, even from an emotional or mental peace perspective. My recommendation will be to please keep calm. Any kind of mantra chanting that suits you, that you resonate with, is going to be especially helpful. There is also a possibility, because this Saturn is a lord of your fifth house, that some kind of these challenges with respect to emotional dissatisfaction, health and being, etc., could be coming in for your kids as well. And you will have to be extremely cautious with respect to that. Fifth house also represents your relationship. It represents your romances, your connections. And there could be a blockage for some or the other reason in your relationships. You might be finding some sort of a distance, communication gaps could be coming with people with whom you are romantically attracted towards. And the reason for that is this combination, as well as the combustion of Saturn and all what is happening with your loving Lord. There is a retrogression of Venus as well. So you will have to understand that why suddenly you will feel that whilst things were in motion, they feel somewhere stuck naturally. That stickiness, feeling stuck, is because of these planetary motions. And thereby, it is extremely important for you, my Libra friends, to understand that you will have to showcase patience, perseverance during this time. Whilst these planets are closely knit together, it will cause some or the other emotional turmoil towards your relationships as well. And you will have to bear through it, go through it, sail through it. And once this clutter sorts out, you will find there will be a lot of clarity coming in your life. Now, important bit for you also to understand is that this is going to be a period where you will have to keep a check on how you are communicating or expressing your ideas. Why do I say that? Mercury, which is coming into debilitation in your sixth house, is the lord of your ninth and your 12th. Any kind of long distance travels might not be giving you the right results, but fear not, they are going to change over the course of time. There could be disbelief in spiritual aspects of life. You might lose faith because all the delays coming your way. You might be thinking, why the hell are you going through all these problems? But this is the time where you will be tested with respect to your spiritual beliefs as well, or maybe your principles in general. Your entire fundamental in terms of how you approach things could get tested during this period of time. Why am I saying that? Your principles, etc., are seen from the ninth house, and it is sitting in the sixth, the house of obstacles, where it is getting debilitated. But it is giving an exalted aspect to your 12th. You will have some kind of unknown energy power that will come as a savior. Remember, this Mercury is getting a niche banga as well. So it will come in support of you to help you out of those known and unknown obstacles. You will come out of them. But that emotional turmoil, that mental imbalance is something you have to face. So, especially if you are a Libra moon, you will face that challenge. Now, you have to understand this is going to be a period where you will get multiple planets aspecting your 12th house. Ketu himself is sitting there. Rahu, Venus, Mercury is giving an aspect. So is Mars and Jupiter from 8th and ninth house. And Saturn will also join from 29th March, whilst Sun will be doing that from 14th of March onwards. So there is a possibility that you will have some or the other impact coming in from your expenses perspective, or if you are associated with some sort of an international connection, immigration, movement, shifting, travel, new opportunities in a foreign land, those things could also see a push coming in your life. But these planets are all positioned in your sixth as well. It is not going to come simply for you. Three of them are going to be in retrogression through the course of the month, which means that there will be obstacles, there will be challenges. You will be tested. Your relationships will be tested during this period as well. And thereby, I cannot emphasize enough on your ability to show patience. My friends, I would urge you, Libras, to give special focus and impetus towards your health as well. You will have to take proper care of yourself during this period, because there is a high chance, and you might be facing this from the month of February itself. I had called this out earlier as well, that there could be health related problems that might disrupt your daily schedule, your daily regimen. You could face a lot of action at your workplace as well. Tremendous amount of pressure coming in at your work front. But at the same time, with this variety of emotions coming into play, an exalted Venus, a debilitated Mercury, Sun coming in and giving its energy from an 11th house perspective, Saturn being the Yoga Karaka also joining and getting in conjunction with that Rahu, not a pleasant one. There will be a lot of action from your sixth house perspective. So, loans, litigations, any kind of commotion with respect to your relationships, any kind of risk that can lead to an end of your relationship has to be stalled. You should not be jumping into taking any action, at least for the next few weeks. And I cannot emphasize enough on that point. Now, of course, guys, when a transit reading is being done, it is being done to see an impact on 10, 20, 30% on your chart. Your natal chart, Dasha, Mahadasha, Antardasha, is going to give you a lot more clarity as to how things are going to be panning out. But this transit of Saturn in Pisces is not a normal one, and the multi-planetary conjunction in the sixth house is not a normal one. It happens once in multiple decades, centuries. So it's it will have a powerful impact on all of us. If, by the way, you are hoping that I prepare a Saturn transit video as well, talking about the kind of impact it will have moving into Pisces, I will urge you guys to put that into the comment. If I have enough comments, I will go ahead and prepare something that hopefully I will launch in the next week. But as we see these transits, we also understand the Parivartan Yoga, which is being established between Jupiter and Venus, which we had discussed in the last month as well. It is a sign of relief, with Venus being the lord of your eighth house being placed in your sixth house, does bring Viprit Raj Yoga into play. So things are going to pan out after certain difficulties, after certain challenges. As I said, both Mars and Jupiter are also aspecting into your 12th. You have to be watchful of your expenses. You have to be watchful of your charitable deeds that you can undertake during this period. Jupiter aspects your second house. That's a good aspect. The Lord of your second house, Mars, is though sitting in the sign of Gemini, it is sitting in a good position for you folks in the ninth house. You will be fortunate in terms of having the right food, support from your family, and stability in general from a monetary aspect as well. Now, this Jupiter is also giving a debilitated aspect to your fourth house. And I kept on emphasizing the importance of mental peace. Saturn is combusted too. Jupiter's aspect, though, is a ninth aspect, and that is why I say it is a positive one. And Mars is also giving an exalted aspect there. Guys, you will have to be absolutely sure that you do not get too upset, too worked up, riled up when it comes to your communication and end up saying something which you really don't mean to. There is a possibility, Libras, you could do that. But at the end of the day, you are watching this video because at Dave Astrology, I will always tell you how to rule your planets. So I will urge you folks to remember that you have to be very strategic in terms of ruling your emotions as well. This could also be resulting into a lot of action orientedness coming in from your mother's perspective. She could be very busy during this period, and that's a positive sign, so to speak. Mars is also getting an aspect into the sign of Sagittarius in your third house. You will also be putting in the right amount of effort as required. Some kind of short distance travel might be possible, it could come into play. But at the end of the day, you will be doing something with respect to your family that brings a positive family, auspicious environment, auspicious ceremony coming into play. I will be okay if you want to plan any kind of travel for yourself, both short distance and long distance. But if you are a working professional, I would want you to please remain calm and not get worked up with respect to your argumentative situations at workplace. Listen into what your boss is saying at this point in time. Things will change over a period of time, so please do not jump into conclusion. Work front will be challenging, it will be demanding, and it'll ask you or it'll expect you to remain calm. You will have a wavy flow through the course of the month. But overall, if you are able to control your emotions, if you are able to manage your health well, folks, you will still be able to derive positive outcomes. Remember, instead of spending money on health or in hospitals, go ahead and make a small amount donation proactively. That is going to be an excellent remedy for you guys, Libras, and it could be of any form. You can go ahead and just donate some sweets, something yellow in color to eat, or maybe a small amount of monetary contribution would also help. If not, you physically putting an effort, some kind of voluntary contribution to help people who are going through problems at a religious place or in general is going to be very helpful for you. You will also benefit from doing mantra chanting during the course of this month. Any kind of mantras that resonate with you, any kind of connection that you want with your Ishtdeva, with whatever God you believe in, and whatever language you are comfortable with, please go ahead and do that. That is going to be positive for you as well. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you have, then you must smash on that like button, folks. Subscribe to Dave Astrology and keep watching. Om Namah Shivaya.